Alright, so Zealsavvy's flicker build, is that so?
Yeah.
Alright, so there is a shadow version that you liked here with the trickster. You liked an assassin version. Have you seen the other ones? You said something about instant stun right here.
Yeah.
Guaranteed stun.
It's the Slayer one.
Overwhelm. Your damaging hits stun enemies that are on full life. So this would... How good would this be if we are not going Terminal Assist? Because if you're going Terminal Assist, you're getting charges from crits, not from stuns. You get stuns from the ring. So if this is, you might do this if you're going for the ring. But the ring is still not gonna make Flicker Strike viable single target.
Yeah, that's why I like
do bosses.
Terminus.
So you do say like, no matter what, we go to Terminus.
Yep. Because I want to do a different... The guy that I was following who did the Terminus build, he did it with either a duelist or a marauder.
Yeah, we can do it with everything. Here...
Yeah, but I want to do it with a shadow.
So here by default we have 7.75% crit just from the sword. And if you're going this sword, you're gonna look for a roll that's like very high on the fizz. Maybe max fizz and whatever crit would be best. It's still, that's not bad DPS at all for level 50. It's actually very good. Frenzy charges on crit means if we're going shadow, have two options: assassin with max power charges and the poison stuff, or you just go trickster. What else would you want though?
See, what I noticed is if we go trickster, I have to... I mean, if we don't go trickster, you have to just figure out how to make the hybrid work a different way.
Well, for example, someone that's very good with frenzy charges, because frenzy charges are like the green, they're like the pure dex stuff. So the pure dex is the ranger, and the ranger has two very like strong ascendancies for melee stuff. One is going with the onslaught stuff. Look at this. For hardcore, you have the onslaught here. You have elemental damage if you want to go elemental. Phasing while you have onslaught, and phasing on kill, and phasing at maximum energy charges. This is like dodge and just crazy. You can get other uniques that affect phasing as well. You're not gonna get the elemental stuff, so you're gonna get this 20% frenzy charges on kill, 20% chance to get frenzy charges when you hit a rare or unique enemy. Say what?
Yeah, but we're gonna
just look at this. This is better than the Terminus S, man.
Huh?
Just look at 20% chance to get a frenzy charges when you hit a rare or unique enemy, which is the bosses, which is like what stops you from getting frenzy charges. Because versus whites, you have like a 20 map pack, you know?
Yeah.
You're gonna kill like one of them in one shot, so it's gonna kill 3 more. You have 20% frenzy charge. You can get max frenzy charges as well. This is more of a build around the skill rather than like get the skill and who works best with it, what do you want to do with it. Raider's
But
not
I
bad.
told you, I still want to go Shadow.
Okay.
There's reasons why I want to go Assassin. So look, go
Assassin?
to Assassin. Yeah. Go to Assassin. I'm gonna show you. From the Assassin, that top node, the Toxic Delivery right there. Just having Gnostic Strike and Toxic Delivery put me up to 80k more damage, right? But then instead of going the crit stuff on the left, I went towards the power charger stuff on the bottom. Because with the Toxic Delivery and the power charge thing, it allowed me to it allowed me to have, of course, more power charges, and I got to keep my power charges up very well, like very easily, without having no problems. After that, when you're going through the passive tree, like I said, the only thing I was missing from my passive tree is changing your items from all the unique items that you had preferred for your build and your nodes for your shield. I had to change it towards going to items that's going to give me energy shield so I can go hybrid, and then items that only needed a few items to give me what is it, like life. One life I needed a lot more of, so I had to make sure I got more life than what your item build did, and then I had to make sure I got more energy shield because I lost the shield. Like you said, the shield that you had, it gave you like triple of both things.
It really works only with the shield.
Yeah.
Else you just don't have enough nodes. No, not enough points. Because when you're going,
I had to change things.
When you're going hybrid,
that was the reason behind me changing so much. Because I got my energy shield to almost 2k, which was near your 2k shield, which I was happy about. But all I had to do was take out like 2 items though, and start putting on items that gave me all resist and energy shield.
When it comes to the tree, if you're going hybrid, you can really either focus on one or the other when it comes to pure life and pure ES. So you can get a lot of pure ES, okay? You can get a lot of pure life as well. But the strongest ones are the hybrids. Like the evasion armor, evasion ES here, like life, evasion. Then you have even the ranger ones are also good. This is evasion and life. If you turn the evasion to armor, it's evasion and it's life and armor. And same with the ES. And the ES nodes, some of them are like life ES as well. So
yeah, so that's all the notes I had took for that.
So you're saying you do want to go this assassin tree for this. For toxic delivery, this is gonna be the main DPS source. This node right here. Okay, so this node by itself, it has one requirement to be working, and you want this. If this is your main DPS, you want this to be up all the time. And here it says 20% of physical damage gain is extra chaos against bleeding enemies, which means you have to bleed 100%. Almost. Like you want to guarantee this bleed so that you can guarantee that is against extra chaos. Because I showed you how strong death this thing is. Where it is? Unholy Might. I showed you how strong this is, right?
Yeah.
Look what it says. It's 30% of physical, and if you're getting this shadow thing, it's 20%. So it's almost as good as, it's 66% of the Unholy Might. So you would understand that those two together will stack.
Oh, okay.
So that's very strong. So that will give you a lot of fists, which means you want to be stacking the fists, because the fist is gonna stack the bleed, and therefore the bleed is going to be even more damage, and the poison is even going to be even more damage.
So if you go over to the one
that means
at the top,
when I'm the bleed at the top, or you're talking about
No.
Force Shaper?
Force Shaper. So when we go over to Force Shaper,
You could say that Force Shaper is pretty much a must. You have to get this, okay? This is one thing we'll try to get. So, we're dealing with both poison and bleed. There is a poison and bleed right here.
at the bottom, right?
Yes. It also has 30% bleed and 20% poison, or just damage. And the damage with poison and bleeding and duration. So you have two options here. You either go the 4-point route or the 3-point route. Because sometimes that extra point might be needed elsewhere. That's why they're giving you this option. You either go the damage or the chance to bleed. So let's say we get this. Be good. You also have the poison nodes right here. It is the same thing except it's for poison. You have the same thing
So
for bleed right here. Attack damage with bleeding. I increase 70% increase damage with bleeding, so that's very good. And attack damage against bleeding enemies. So you see that this blood lettering is even like stronger.
Yeah.
So maybe the DPS option would be to get all of them. Because after all, you do more damage. As I told you, more is a multiplier, not an increaser. So
Yeah,
poison
and that's why I
inflicted
wanted
crit.
the Crimson Dance. Because I feel like even though you're doing 50 less damage with bleeding, you're stacking it. So if you stacked it twice, that's 100% of the damage that you were doing 50% less damage with.
So let's say we want to get this right here. We
Mm-hmm.
want to get the Crimson Dance. And we probably want to get Blood Lettering as well.
Yeah.
Even though that might be a bit too much. But let's say we get the life here. And we go like this. Maybe. Why not? This is range. 2 melee range. This is very good.
So we're gonna use that.
Yeah, something like this.
Hold on, I gotta turn on a light for my son. Well, I guess he wanted a bottle.
Okay. So it's something like this right now. We got some duelist stuff, that's good. We got the bleed. Got the Crimson Dance, which would be stacking bleed, and poison, which would be good. So what do we do now? We have two-handed sword. So in Shadow we don't get a lot of two-hand stuff.
So, right next to Crimson Dance, there's a two-handed sword, physical damage.
And a life leech as well.
Mm-hmm.
Blade of Cunning. And also damage with alignments, which is poison and bleed.
But you
Yes.
see at the bottom, next to Crimson Dance, the third strength node over to the right.
Yeah, you have the sword tree. Right,
Yeah.
Two-hand melee weapons. You can also get that. But it comes to a point where
You get too much damage and not enough survivability.
well, for one thing, you want to get life leech from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're coming here, you're getting this. This is very strong. You're getting the jewel as well. There's no way you're here, you're not getting this jewel. Then You have two options for the life leech already unlocked. One is this way right here. This gives you more life leech overall. It says 30, 32.5. This is, but this gives you mana as well. This gives you 0.4 mana leech. That's fine. This, you would get this for increasing the leech rather than just getting it for the pure leech. And maybe you get one of the sword nodes right here. It's just 4 points. It's good. So now we're coming around here, so we're picking up some of the stuff we have to pick for this route. Maybe we don't take this route, we'll see. But what else do we have here? This is also strong.
For the Terminus sword, you're going to need the Fatal Blade.
Right here.
Fatal Blade is the, yeah, bottom right corner.
Oh, 86 points in. You see the problem? This is already level 63. Okay. And we haven't focused on attack as well. I like this for poison and bleed. This is... You would want to get this for sure. Like, if you are not getting the damage over time. So for two more points, you can go like this, get all the good stuff. And
see that thing you got in the middle? You shouldn't be getting that at all.
This?
Because we're not using a one-handed melee. We're using two-handed.
Yeah, that's true.
The sleight of hand.
Yeah, you
what
are.
I did
you
was
are
I got the physical. I got the physical damage node, and then I went over to Fangs of Viper, and I came back around to damage over time. Yeah, exactly like that.
Yeah. This also gives you skill effect duration. It's alright.
And see, the other problem that you're missing out of there right now is, for me, you don't have enough crit chance.
Oh, what about the defenses though? We have 105 life so far. We have what? No evasion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, going through the one I made already, I can, let me see.
What I was saying, telling you about how armor works, evasion is the same way. Look at this. Evasion rating 700, chance to evade 9%. If we go down to level 5 and have 100 and have this much evasion, it would give you like 50% evade. So the level scales with the evasion scales with the level. So defenses, we have like 100% life, that's all. Have no evasion, almost no ES. From the tree, that is.
Yeah, I'm about to fix that. That's why, like, on the tree I made from off of the other tree, my tree is so much, it's different than the one you made right now. And then if I don't go this way, let's see.
Well, that's the thing. If we want to get down here, for example, like right here, we can go from the side, but we can also go from the top. However, Fatal Blades we need. This bleed here is good. Crimson Dance we need. This thing here is also good. So all the damage we can need, we already have the damage, I think. We have this sword, Bloodblade Ring, Crimson Dance, Dirty Techniques. We have the Life Leech. Get some life here. Got Onslaught on Kill, which is very strong. This 20% attack, cast, and move speed with 10% chance on kill for 3 points. So then we get Fatal Blade, and whatever we can pick on the way that's good, we picked it. And we have 87 point and we're at level 64. So the question now is, how do we get defenses? What do we get? We are two-hander, we don't have a shield.
That's why avoiding to be stunned is a must.
Well, maybe then we could pick up some... because we're going two-hander, that means we have two 6-links. We have one on the weapon and one on the armor. That would make sacrificing the boots for Kerms not that bad of an idea. And you can get Kerm roots with corrupted version of +1 frenzy charges, and they're not that expensive because you have divination cards that give you corrupted versions of these boots. So for example, let's say we get this, and the easiest chest to progress with right now would be just to get a 5-link belly just early on, and we have a 5-link, so our skill would be Flicker Strike, Melee Splash, Melee Fist, Multi-Strike. And the next thing that the software suggests is because we have the sort by DPS option. So right now it's suggesting that Poison will do the most damage, then it's Ruthless, Maim. Chance to bleed also might not be bad, because right now what do we have for percentages? Right here we have 30% bleed and 40% poison against bleeding, but we want to get 100 bleed, so that would just mean 40% against bleeding, just 40% poison. And if they're poisoned, we can maim them, and that's fine. Gives more damage. Is any percent chance? No. So we have 30% bleeding so far. We get another 30 here, so we're at 60% bleed chance. If we get this 30 here, that would make us 90% bleed. Still not 100 though.
Well, it wouldn't be 100 because of Flicker Strike and Multi-Strike?
Well,
because
the splash and all the hitting, it would be.
Yeah.
Well,
that's why you said I wouldn't need that much. You said all I would need is 60%.
60 or higher is good. For example, 80.
The same thing. Go ahead.
80 would be like what you want to be at, without spending too much, if you can, you know.
But I can easily get 80 by just using either not a ring, but like the boots or the gloves, without sacrificing so many nodes.
We're talking about these 25 damage over time. Bleeding enemies you kill explode, leaving 5% of their max life as physical damage. This alone is quite strong. So maybe you do get these gloves. Why not? It's fine for the glove piece. You're not gonna get...
Because you see the increased attack damage against bleeding enemies? We can stack that to... It goes all the way to 80% plus... What does it go to?
This is 25%. We got 30 from the Ascendancy, and we got another 30 from this thing right here. Because this is both bleeding and poison. That's why it's kind of very strong.
Yeah,
so
but
that just Okay,
and bleeding,
with the gloves?
you have a 40% chance of poison.
With the gloves?
Mm-hmm.
You have 30%... No, you have 25% chance to cause bleeding. And attack damage versus bleeding. Doesn't give you poison.
No. Not with the gloves. With the Mastery Noxus Strike at Assassin, as long as the enemy is bleeding, it gives you 40% chance poison or hit.
Yeah. I'm talking about the bleed.
That's why I was making my bleeding near 100%. Because as long as I make an enemy bleed, I automatically get that 40% increased chance. And with that 40% increased chance, I don't have to use all of the 10% chance to poison or hit nodes.
Yeah.
It allows you to have more nodes for defensive, instead of using all your nodes to make sure your chance was 100%.
Yeah. Well, with this setup right now, we have the gloves, which is 25. We got the ascendancies, which is 30. We have another 30 here. So that is 60 plus 25, that's 85% chance. For a multi-strike, flicker strike. So I think that's more than enough. If so, one point more, and we get the 100%. It would be like 115% or something. Or you might even go like this. This would be 100% bleed. So you have 100% bleed, you have 20% to poison here, and 40% to poison here. So you already have 60% poison, 100% bleed just getting these buffs.
So what you do? Let me see. You changed the boots. You put my boots on. I see.
Yep, just with the gloves. 100% bleed, 60% poison. And they give you damage over time, and damage over time is actually very good. It's one of the stats you wanna stack, sure. And you have the 5 link here. What do you wanna get? What do you wanna put here? Chance to bleed might not be bad. We already have the bleed. But chance to bleed, the good thing about it, it gives you flat face. Just like our ring is giving you flat face.
So what happened to Pit and
Oh no, strikes, not damage. Could go for increased crit strikes. Because crit would give so much damage. So, what do we have for crit now? 40% already. and we don't even have the power charges on. So
really?
let's put the power charges on. 67%. Frenzy charges. Are we getting frenzy charges? Yeah, we are. Getting power charges though?
Yeah, that's my problem. How are we? How did? Because from my build, how I got
power this gives you power charges. 10% again power charge on non-crit, and crit multi, crit strike at max power charges per power charge and 1 max. Rather than getting the thing that's on full life and on low life. Look at this though. 30% increased damage with hit against enemy that are on low life, and more crit chance against enemy on low life, and culling strike. Assassinate is good, but I think we need the power charges.
Yeah.
We have power and frenzy charge. What are we looking at? Hit chance is low. That's 80, we won't have at least 90. We have 15k bleed DPS, that's fine. Poison DPS is kind of low. But overall we got 20k. Skill cooldown 2 seconds. It's fine. When it comes to helm enchants, you know, the ones from the lab. Every skill has some kind of almost uber lab version of an enchant, and for Flicker Strike we have I think 3. Let's check them out. So we have Flicker Strike cooldown recovery, Flicker Strike damage, and Flicker Strike damage per frenzy charge. So this is 40% damage, this is 9. So we need at least 4 charges for this to be more effective than this. But I think Flicker Strike chances, but Flicker Strike damage is just better. And let's check the market, see what we get.
So do you think we should have... I need to see what your skills is for the Flicker Strike.
So what do you have here? 40 kills. This is like very strong. For this build, attack speed, crit chance, life, evasions, 800 evasion health, and global evasion on low life. This could save you at some point. It's like a low life saver, so that extra 5% dodge that you're gonna get might help. So yeah. And if we go for IR and turn it to Amber, then it will be at 850 armor helm, and that is just crazy. Very good with 95 life, no resist though, but 10% attack speed. That is a prefix that you cannot get on helms outside of uniques. So
but the helm that you use, the Val mask.
Yep, we have some resist here. Look at this. Armor, yes, Flicker Strike damage, and 20 life. Like total resist like 80. 20 kills. Yeah, this is another option. Devotos with the Dex and the Chaos Res. It doesn't give you any of the normal res, but it gives you Chaos Res, and you want to have Chaos Res somewhere. And that is also 30 kills. And 20% move speed, that is just huge. Even though with Flicker Strike you don't really need that much. So there are a few options here for the helm.
crazy amount of freaking chaos. I've never had that much chaos.
Star Kojo, then you have Devotos. Or just a rare. It's the start of the league, a rare would work as well. Later on though, you want to have this enchant, so... What do we have? Barely, there are many options for the chest here. One interesting one might be this chest. I think you might like this idea. This one. So this is armor and evasion, like 1.5k armor, 1.2k evasion. It's very good. 60 life. You get life leech as well. Dodge. And you get endurance charges on kill. And onslaught per endurance charge when you get hit. But you lose all endurance charges when you get hit. So maybe if we focus on not getting hit, those times that you do get hit, you're gonna have max endurance. You're gonna get onslaught from it. And overall you're gonna have like 12% more fizz reduction because you're gonna have the 3 endurance charges. Like right here. $17. And it also gives you res, so that's good. This is one option. One other might be this. 1.6k evasion. With something like this, you might go phase acrobatics with this. Because it gives you more evasion if you've been hit and less damage taken if you have not been hit. So for example, you jump in on the boss, you just flicker around him doing crazy damage. Then he hits you, he hits you for 20% less damage, and then you have more evasion chance for the next 4 seconds until the less damage resets.
Oh, I like that.
So this is Kintsugi, yeah. Also a very good chess. Yeah. So what else do we have here? You see, when it comes to chess pieces, you can do like whatever. You're not like one chess is the only thing that's worth with this build. No. You can also go super late game kilns. You're gonna have the flicker strike. You're gonna need the 6 link Terminus S though to go Chaos card. And the belly. These are like a couple of options, really. You can do with whatever you get, really. So what do we have here? We decided on the Cam's roots. They're an option. They give you 1 frenzy charge and they're cheap to get. So Cam's roots, no resist here. Gloves, no resists. Kintsugi, no resist. No, it's 35 resist actually. And you have on the helm, if you go Star Kojo, no resist. Here you get some chaos. Weapon 2 we don't have. So we're left with 1 amulet, 2 rings and 1 belt to solve all of this. Or we can get more resist here as well. So what do you think so far?
Well, my thing is, what's your crit at right now?
With the power charge, 70%.
I'm so confused.
And another power charge would be another 5%.
Alright, so I need to make what you did because my crit is lower than yours. And I'm confused how that happened.
Well, if we are getting the things
are you using critical strike on your skill?
Yes.
That's why. Okay.
Well, if you drop it, it's 50%, which is still fine. 50% crit.
Yeah, I dropped mine, and mine's is at 60%.
Without crit strikes?
Yeah, because my passive tree is different from yours.
Yep. Well, you probably took these here. Assassination.
Yeah.
But those are like crit specific. It's like only crit.
Only crit. So it's
right
better to
here,
do something that gives you other things.
It's crit with swords and it's like way more. What else do we have with swords? This is just attack speed, fist damage, 20 strength, block chance while dual wielding or holding a shield. Poison chance. Look at this, 10% poison. Yeah, these two give you 10% poison. It's not bad. Fist and attack speed, so you need. Well, what else do we have actually for boots if we don't go camps?
Well, the only reason we went camps is for the stun. So I only would need them during, like, clearing.
Yeah, but fight. I'm thinking about how we're gonna have frenzy charges all the time. So what else do we have with frenzy charges? This gives us life regen per frenzy charge, 2% life regen at 4. Frenzy on kill, frenzy damage. This on the other hand gives us move speed, we don't really need that. And dodge per frenzy, which is also okay. And this is the bleed one, yeah, it's not so strong. Okay, so camps it is, and camps gives us this thing right here. It's called unwavering stance. We cannot evade enemy attacks and we cannot be stunned. However, we cannot be slowed and we cannot be knocked back. It has no sockets. And 1 max frenzy charges and a bunch of life. So what else do we get? Flicker strike we have. What else? Wanna cast with damage taken.
We can't use the boots then.
Why not?
Because it makes us not be able to evade attack.
Well, what is that good with? Look at this here. This pretty much means we have 5% evade, and that's it. And unwavering stance is like we cannot evade, so we go from.
It's basically the same thing.
We go from 8k evasion with how much dodge is this? Why can't I see the dodge percent?
Because you can't evade with it.
Oh, because of the boots, yeah. Let's take them out. So this is 40% evade chance at level 90. One of the options would be to go phase acrobatics, and that would give us attack dodge 40%, evade chance 40%, spell dodge 30. You're gonna get this arrow dancing because it's just good. But projectile evade is fair.
So low.
And you have 75 armor. Well, you can get an armor piece like a helm or gloves with like 600 armor, and you can run a armor flask for those times that you do get hit, you know.
Give me 1 second. I gotta turn the light now because he's awake. Alright. My bad, it took me so long. Had to change them.
All good?
After he poured water all over me.
So, where we at?
Send me what you have so far, so I can compare.
Oh yeah.
To what
I was gonna say that if we drop the acrobatics and go this boots plus iron reflexes, those two don't work anymore. Kintsugi and the Reso. Because you're gonna get hit all the time with the Reso. And with Kintsugi, you're just gonna have more armor and take less damage here and there. Every 4 seconds you're gonna get 20% less damage for a hit, which is still fine. And more armor if you were hit recently. So with Kintsugi you can get the I've been hit recently on. See what that does to the armor. See, it's like 4% more fuse reduction. It's not bad. So what are we gonna do for auras? If you're doing this, you definitely want Grace. Grace is like a lot of armor. 6k armor. And maybe you do Blasphemy, Temp Chain. Because Temp Chain, it actually gives you a lot of damage. Because the poison, it's both offensive and defensive. So I think it's very good. It's gonna give you poison and bleed damage. Because effects are gonna expire slower on enemies. Which means bleed, poisons expire slower, therefore more damage. And maybe enlighten. So you have that 22% mana with some life leech. That's fine. Wanna have some cast on damage taken Immortal Claw. Maybe Molten Shell. Just like armor. This is like 2k armor, it's not bad. And you can also do what else? Could be also phase run, it's not bad. Or something like Go Haste, Go Grace, Lightning Ball, Lightning Trap, all these good stuff here. So good. You can also do phase run, which would pretty much be whenever you get hit and it procs, phase run is gonna give you more physical damage for like 0.6 seconds or something like this. But that's still okay. Or you can just go increase duration. There's many options here. Because this is gonna go on the boots. Which this is gonna go on the helmet. And this is gonna go on the gloves. Maybe something like this. The helmet is pure evasion, so maybe it's better like this.
I don't know. What boots are you wearing? Because the other boots can't have no sockets.
Yeah, that's why it's gloves, helmet, and this is the main weapon. You need one more for the chest. You have a 6th link on the chest. What else do you want on the chest? Have a 6 link.
My son is too smart for his own good. He's trying to stack stuff so he can get over the gate.
Of course. What else?
So the chest says the Grace Blast, main temporal chains, and Lighten.
I think that's fine. What do you think? What else do you have for auras? I don't know if you've seen this site. Let me show you. So what do we have here? Grace. Then we want 1 aura and then lightning level 3. That is giving us 78%. Well, you can run determination, but Grace would give you more. You can run one of the heralds. Would that be good?
Well, I could run a Lighten because I have a Lighten gem.
No, you're stacking physical damage and poison and dots. You need something that affects those. You're adding herald of lightning, it gives you lightning damage. You don't scale that. So I think temp chains would be best. It's both defensive and offensive. It will make everything around you slower, make you faster, hit for more damage. Vulnerability is another aura that's very good. It gives you more damage and damage over time.
What about Arctic Armor?
Arctic Armor is also good. The thing is though, you cannot run Grace, Temp Chain and Arctic Armor without some nodes for mana reservation. It would look like this. It would look like this, because you cannot have the Enlighten. Or you run on the Enlighten, but do it on a 5 link. You know? Because the Enlighten is the 5th gem. You have 2 gems here for Blasphemy. If you do it on the chest, you'll be like -10 mana with Enlighten level 3, and Enlighten level 3 is like hard to get. It's like level 21 gem. I mean, you have to level a gem to like 19, then you level 1 Enlighten to level 2 is comparable to level 19 gem killing level 20. You know? Enlighten 3 is not...
No, I studied Enlightenment. I found out that I can get mine to level 2 just by leveling from 65 to from 60 to 70.
Like a quality version? Yeah. Well, what else do we have here? If you get 16% mana reserve from the tree, you'll be at 86%. That is a 5 link. Do you want to give away a 5 link for auras? If you're only gonna do Flicker Strike, maybe.
Well, the only thing about the Flicker Strike, we're still missing using a totem.
So maybe the other 6 link is the totem. What
How
we
many
do
links
here?
do you have for the Flicker Strike?
It's 5
4
link.
link?
5 link.
Oh.
Well,
So wait, now I'm getting confused because you got
a 5 link on the weapon and a 5 link on the chest, and nothing on the boots. We have, this is on the weapon 1, this is on the gloves, helmet, this is the body armor. This guy could definitely go brutality. This is, you do more damage against bleeding targets, but you cannot do bleed. But it's like 50% more fizz, something like this. That would make it bloodless No, brutality is actually different. What I explained you just was bloodlust. It does more damage, but it cannot inflict bleeding. While brutality makes it so you cannot do physical. You can only do physical, you cannot do chaos or elemental. So the Ancestral War Chief wouldn't be doing poisons and bleeds, but would be doing a lot more damage against bleeding target. You know? So
but isn't my poison the thing that makes my damage?
Well, you can drop brutality then, just run bloodlust. Bloodlust is so it couldn't.
Yeah, because what I'm looking at right now is from my passive tree, I'm at 200,000 DPS with poison. Now that's my
DPS,
total regular DPS is 53,000.
This one.
No, I made a passive tree while you were making that one, but I'm using
Yeah, are you talking about the Flicker Strike?
Yeah.
Because this was on the totem.
Oh yeah, that's on totem. Let me change over to the totem, see what happens.
The Flicker Strike is a 4-link right now. The totem is doing like 13k on a 4-link as well.
Yeah, see, my totem is doing 17k for DPS, and poison DPS is at 41k.
Okay, on a 5-link, 6-link?
No, it's what you had it on a 4-link.
Ancestral with bloodlust, phase damage, and conk. Yeah, but how many points do you have? We have 92.
Yeah, so you're at 92. I'm trying to where I was, because remember how I have like, you scroll down for yours on your actual information.
Yeah.
Where you scroll down to the resistance, because I have 0, 0, 0 resistance, and then 33.
Yeah,
and you have 25, 20, negative 25, negative 25, negative 60. So now I have to change that because I have too many passive nodes, and so I'm trying to cancel out the passive nodes I got. But remember what I said, you didn't go crit like I did, and so, but you were able to obtain the crit that I need.
Yeah.
But you added crit strike to your Flicker Strike, which I guess that saves us a lot of trouble.
Just think how many points this saves you. This one gem, how many passive points does it save you? I mean, you gotta maximize this. And I can drop the crit gem, like it is dropped now, and just pick some
Use
crit.
Lucky.
Just pick crit here. But I already have picked crit. It's right here. Like this alone.
Yeah, so
is how much? Let's see. This is 13% crit. 4 or 5 nodes. And 54 multiplier. What we're lacking right here is hit. Hit chance 84%. That is not so good. We need a accuracy node somewhere. Or get accuracy from items. The easiest one to get is right here. This is attack speed and accuracy. This is...
I'm watching you.
This is crit and accuracy. This here is all res and accuracy. Okay. It's not bad. Well, what we can do is something like this. One of the options would be to go up here, get all the life nodes, and go here. Get like this and this.
Can't pull it through, silly.
And you can get more life and armor here. It's like level 20, it's 98. And this is 186% life. So you would need, and 70% phys reduction with like no items. And 4k life with again no items. Gloves, they give no life almost. Fine, get the kintsugi off and the helmet. Even though Sterkocho, I think it's good for this build. So we have 4k life with no items and 12k armor, 62%, and no resist really almost.
And no energy
50
shield.
crit, 50 crit. Yeah, this is the live version. So let's say we don't want the live version. Drop all this.
Well, that's only 3 items too. I just noticed.
Maybe like this. No, this would still be better. So the hybrid version, you need to go here for sure. And you need Volpack for sure. And you need Ghost Reaver. And you have this already. More yes, where do you get more yes? Or do you get the Volpack Ghost Reaver? I guess you do. Maybe you need some life gain on hit somewhere. Like 40 life gain on hit would be good. It's 2 to 4. It's not a lot. Yeah, Thief's Torment. This is life and mana on hit, but it's you cannot use any other ring. It gives you reduced effect of curses on you, which is good. It gives you like 30 ores, but it's both rings. It's not bad, honestly. Probably not what you're gonna go for though. No, like the ES version, I don't think it would work, man. Not without the shield. What do you think?
My son is so silly when he wakes up in the morning. You can tell how bored he is. I caught a daycare lady today. Alright. So I need to see how many passive points are we at when we get to level 70?
Well, 116 is level 93. Level 77 is 100. You got
I need to do
100 points at level 77. Well, I don't think the ES version could work actually. not without the shield. This is what I'm coming up with. Look, you start here, you get this life, you get these, you get this damage over time, maybe later. Go through here, get blood drinker, go down, get the evasion, no res, jewel, life, swords, arrow dancing, more life, more evasion, poison bleed, life leech, armor, evasion, no res, life. This is the bleed here, and the swords, more bleed, life, range, accuracy here. This is accuracy and crit, another jewel, life, evasion, armor, and accuracy. You can drop maybe these two. Let's just drop these two. It's 2k DPS for 2 points. Really worth it that much. And that is 157% life, which is not that much. 3.5k with no items. What do you think?
Save it and send it real quick. I want to see if I can change it with these yellows and see if I can. Well, because I need to look at what your calculations are compared to mine. I'm finally getting tired. What's up, Bubu? Can you stop trying to jump over the freaking thing? He's trying to get over it so bad.
I was reading a story once about some zoo, and they had a problem that one of the gorillas, really big gorilla, was leaving his cage every night and they couldn't figure out how. So they moved him to another cage. Soon after, he was leaving that cage too every night. So he wouldn't go around doing any stupid shit, but he would leave the cage every night. And they stole cameras and find out, guess what they found out?
What?
That the fucking gorilla had a little, like, I don't know, like a pencil clip, something like this, and he would hide it beneath his, like his mouth. You know how they have this beak, like, I don't know, how do you call it? And he would hide it underneath his pouch, underneath his mouth, and at night he would pick it up and he would pick lock the lock and just leave and put it right back there, and he would leave every night.
That's funny. That's a gorilla for you.
Underneath the chin. Yeah, they had like these double chin, the big chins. Yeah, gorillas. Another story would be about a gorilla they taught how to speak sign language.
Yeah.
And she broke something like a sink. And she has a little kitty pet, you know. And she, in the sign language, she would blame that the little kitty broke the sink.
That's funny.
they would ask him like, what happened to the sink, who broke the sink, and he would say it's the kitty. That's his little pet kitty.
Alright, so we have to make the build work for level 70. That's what I'm aiming for. Let me get another PoE building. I'll save this as...
That build I sent you?
Yeah.
In configuration it has endurance charges on, so you have to stop that. Unless you go for enduring cry, which is not a bad option.
Alright.
So with the gloves, the sword and Starkoja, I'm getting 46k total DPS with poison. On the flicker strike on a 6 link and 37k on a 5 link. Bubu.
Baby, can you take them? Alright.
What do you think?
Let me do the... Hold on, what did you say?
I was asking, what do you think? Overall, did you check it?
Hold on. I'm letting her get up so she can take him because I can't even hear you.
Okay.
He's clapping his hands because she's getting up. Look at him clap his hands. He's like, it's time to eat. I changed him already. He's been changed 3 times tonight.
So you pretty much watch him at night?
Yeah, she watches him during the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a happy little fella, ain't he?
Yeah, we got lucky. He's actually better than most kids we've seen. And I've taken care of lots of kids. The only thing is, when kids go to daycare, they change. Because they're around other kids, of course. So, if your kid is really good at first, and then they head to daycare, there's a good chance there's a kid at daycare that understands how to get what he wants and shows your kid that if he starts crying and whining and shit, he can get more shit.
Yeah.
And then they start doing it as a regular thing where you get irritated. But my son, how he works though is he doesn't like me or my wife to be mad at him. You know what I mean? So he'll irritate us to the point we yell at him. If we yell at him, he starts crying and stuff. But then he tries to give us stuff to trade for us to stop being mad at him. So like he'll pick one of his toys up and tries to give it to us, or his bottle or something. He'll try to give us anything to make a trade, and then he thinks after he makes that trade, we will pick him up.
And you do.
Well, half and half. Most of the time we don't pick him up because the thing is, he doesn't like being inside this little cage thing he's in. It's not like a cage. It's like it's a play area.
Yeah.
But he doesn't sleep inside the crib because we lost our crib. But he's telling me bye because he's going to go get food. Because she's carrying him upstairs. He's so silly, but he's so intelligent at the same time. Oh, baby, here. Bottle. It has water in it. I started using... Okay. Yeah. He's a little brat, but he's so amazing. Being there with him since he started learning things is like, you don't have kids, right?
No.
All right. Once you have your first kid, no matter if it's a boy or a girl, just especially you, because you're kind of like me in the intelligent field. Once you like learning things, so once you start seeing your kids learn things, it like blows your mind. It's one of those like moments, and you're just like, I wonder how long it took me to learn that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like you start comparing yourself to your kid, and you start thinking like right now with the whole, we decided to do the marketing thing, right? Since we decided to do the marketing thing, it changed my level of thinking. Like I'm like, okay, if we're gonna be doing this marketing thing, it will allow me to understand how to put my kid in a way where he's has a focus. Because my problem is I don't know what's really connected to all of my dots yet. So my son can have a straight focus to whatever he wants to do.
Yep.
All right. So now I'm able to look at the build. Let me put my glasses on. I just love having these glasses on. It feels like I can see so much better with them.
Wait. Don't look at it yet. I'll send you the new one.
Okay. Sends me the new one after I got 3 of them up already.
There you go.
You're gonna laugh. Oh, I don't even know why I pressed Alt. I wonder if print screen just works. It does. So look, this is how I'm looking at the build. Sorry. It's taking a minute to send to you. But that's the new one, so let me click on yours.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I built it. Like the one from that first one you sent me earlier, last night or whatever. I've been using 3 screens. One to look at my build compared to your build, and then the third one to make the new fresh.
Okay. Yeah, I just remembered we didn't get the fisting at the top. We didn't get Force Shaper.
Yeah, I know.
But we got so much sword stuff, so it's still good. It's actually... I think it's better off without it. I mean, it's good, but the points to get there...
It seems like if you get Force Shaper, it doesn't do anything for us.
Yeah, it gives you a bit damage, but you can get damage also. We are already have so much damage.
So where are we getting? Oh, we're getting poison from chance to poison, right?
Also from there. Right now we have 100 bleed. We have 80% poison and 30% maim versus... what was that? 50% chance for attack to maim against poison targets, but maim is just speed slow.
Slow, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so let me close out both of these because I need to load the one you just gave me. I can just import them, can't I?
Yeah.
So wait, so it says I can import from Pastebin, so I can just copy this and import it with the Pastebin link?
Probably.
I'm gonna try it. Yep, it worked. Oh, that's freaking cool. See, now we eliminated going up to Force Shaper, which used up so much crap just to go up there.
Yeah.
So that's the good thing from that. See, the only difference I see with the one that you just recently made, is from the old one I was looking at, when I was trying to make it a like your evasion one, your energy shield one. I mean,
yeah.
The only thing I was missing from it was, what the holy hell? How do you have 74% critical chance again? What you do?
It's the crit gem.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a 5-link. Dude, it gives you 25% chance crit. Even more. Ah, not more.
Oh, so is that different than... It's not increase.
Well,
it's actually chance.
Actually, the big thing is... the flicker strike itself. It has like some percent chance to crit. And the crit gem is increasing that percent, which is the base percent. Which the other increased percent chance are increasing. You know, this base percent. Every skill has a base percent.
Flicker strike had a base percent.
Every gem has a crit base percent.
Okay.
If you look at the stream, I'll show you right here.
I'm looking.
What do we have here? I don't see it on this gem though. So maybe if you don't see it, it's 5.
You sure it's
yeah,
not
look
just
at this.
using the...
Look at this. Blade warded. Critical strike chance 6%. And if I put on the increase crit strike gem, it would increase that base percent of 6% as well.
So, does it not use the swords crit at all?
It does.
Okay.
The thing is, the sword crit chance is a separate crit chance, but it still stacks.
Okay.
So let me show you the crit chance gem. There we go. Supported skills have plus 1% of critical strike chance. You see?
What the hell? It's that hideout.
Say what?
What's that hideout?
It's not the hideout. This is the last town.
Oh, I've never been there yet.
This is the epilogue. Yeah. That's Zana. You can buy gems here. All of them. Almost all of them. Yeah, it's the last town. This is Kitava's head right here.
Said Kitava's head?
Yeah. Yeah, he's the last boss.
That's weird.
It's where you get after completing Act 10 and getting introduced to maps. They introduce you to maps there. And the
I can't wait for that.
The 6th link here, I don't know, many options. The thing about Poison Gem is it not only gives you poison chance, but it also gives you increased poison damage. That's why it's up here. Added Chaos is not bad. Chance to Bleed gives you Flat Fist, so it's good. Ruthless makes it so every third attack is crazy damage. But maybe just increased crit damage would be good as well. It's many options. When you get here, you just try. And for the totem, it's something like this, I think. You want this to do single target damage, like crazy damage. Yeah, you can even go poison. Ruthless is good though, for this totem. And faster attacks makes it so you put on the totem faster, which is also kind of good. or just brutality. Not brutality. Added chaos maybe. That's gonna have like crazy range, by the way. And it gives you
the totem?
Yeah, and it gives you flat fizz just being here. But if you, for example, go Ancestral Protector, this thing gives you like so much attack speed. Just look at this shit. Flicker Strike, 9 attacks per second, 11 attacks per second. You see this? But Ancestral War Chiefs give you like quite a bit of damage. And Ancestral Protector is single target only. But you are two-hander, so it has quite a bit of range. And you do really need it for single target. And the 6th link for the Flicker Strike, maybe also added chaos damage or something. Ruthless would be making crazy bleeds. Ruthless buffs up the bleed damage a lot. Or just crit damage, which buffs both. And if you get that crit damage amulet with the multiplier, yeah, look at this shit. Oh my god. See this?
Hold up.
225% global crit multi. 40% less crit chance. And you have cutting. Crit multi should be like fucking crazy 600 crit multi, man. With 40 crit. That's good stuff. Or the more crit list, but those are fucking not so good. You can get crazy amulets. Carnage Heart might not be bad. All stat, all res. More leech. And increased leech.
So the only thing about this build is when we sacrifice the shield by using Terminus, and if we sacrifice the shield, you usually have that 6 links right there, right? Is a shield 6 links or 4 links?
Shields are 3 links.
Yeah, okay, there's 3 links, my bad. What I meant to say is having a weapon in the other hand and a shield, that's 6 links right there. By having just a Terminus, you have 6 links as the sword. So that replaces that. But then, if we're using those boots so we can't get stunned,
yeah,
that creates a problem. So it's better to use that passive. Correct.
Keep in mind that these boots, two-hand builds use these boots all the time. It's what they're meant for. It's like the two-hand builds.
What boots?
The Kaon boots. Because you, as you said, you have 2 3 links. If you go one-hander and shield, you have 2 3 links. If you go the two-hand weapon, you have a 6 link. So you're sacrificing pretty much 2 3 links for a 6 link and dropping a 4 link on the boots, which is still fine because 2 6 links is quite good. It gives you options as well, like you can do a 5 link aura setup or something.
Like, couldn't we add? So, does multi-strike affect ancestral totem, the war chief totem?
Unwavering stance?
No, multi-strike.
No, you cannot support totems with multi-strike.
That's what I was wondering.
Well, you have our aura nodes here and fortified nodes here. Also, you don't get fortified this way. So maybe the 5 link on the flicker strike. The 6 link might be fortified. Yeah, that's good. You don't get it anywhere else, so yeah. Fortify is important if you're up in their face. It saves a lot of damage. And right here is the enemy boss. Enemy is a shaper boss. So look at the damage difference. Let's go for standard boss. It's like my boss.
So with the build, how are we gaining our power charges?
You gain him from the ascendancy. The ascendancy.
Attacks, right?
Yep. If you don't crit, you get a power charge. So you're gonna be hitting so fast. I showed you like 9 attacks per second. And those 9 attacks have like melee splash.
You should have seen what I did. I got it up to 13 attacks per second. It was freaking insane.
Yeah, you can.
Tang! Get upstairs.
You can get to 13 attacks just with Ancestral Protector. Like 11 attacks. If you wanna go for high speed, high attack speed.
Oh man.
So?
Tired as shit. Yeah, right now I'm on PoE trade, trying to look at yellow items.
So do we wrap up the build? Any questions, concerns?
Well, not really, because what I'm doing now is like your 162% of life from the tree.
Yeah.
I did change it to, I'm trying to get it past, because from the one I did, I only have 115%. But then I have, let me see, I have more armor than you. But that's because of items. So
Yep.
I'm trying to take the items away. And that's why we have different crit, because you have a different crit than what my actual crit item is. Because I have a crit item, it's only 1% difference though, so it's not that big. So let me pick none and all of this.
Do you know what?
What's up?
Never mind. I think maybe I have a shadow. It's assassin.
And did you see this belt? The belt that's a scent from flesh.
Yeah.
I was putting that on the hybrid build.
Yeah, I have it too. It's good.
Is it on your build?
No, I didn't use it, but I have it. I tried it a few times. It's alright. I have an assassin level 90, but his tree is not like restarted. He does have the right stuff almost. Oh, not the right gear though. Look at this mess.
I really like your... Cause this thing gives me 12k DPS and 6k, almost 7k armor. This Cherubim's Maleficent. It's the armor. Yeah.
The chest.
Yeah.
Max life, chaos damage, life leech. But this chaos damage you see here, that thing is not stacking your fist damage, and it's not stacking your bleed damage. It's stacking your chaos damage only. And it doesn't have any res, and it has armor evasion that is alright. You can get that on a rare, even better. And it has 85 life, where chest goes to... Red chest go to 135. And you have the more life leech per second, which is alright. This shadow almost have the right stuff for this build. I think I could make it work.
So I found some nice energy shield ones for a cheap.
Oh, you can see on the stream right now the ES version hybrid. It has some not optimal at all. It has like dagger nodes. It doesn't have crit, doesn't have has shield nodes, stuff like that. It has the Determined SS, then the right 16 cores. And it has the temp chain, Arctic armor, and discipline.
What's the damage on the flicker strike for how you have it now?
Right, so now it's 1.4k. We can see how it does. Needs a movement speed skill somehow.
It's so insane. It's still good, and you don't have the items for it. I mean, the rest of the passives for it.
And this is blood eye with it, you know? It's what you're gonna be farming to like 72.
Yeah.
68, like something like this.
Well, that's what I was talking about. You know, my like righteous fire build with my totems.
Yeah.
It's not as fast as I would like it, and I really want Flicker Strike to work because I want to really use it for farming and not like for boss killing and all that stuff. I really just want to use it for farming, but I want to learn how to kill bosses with it. But yeah, you're doing exactly what I want to do.
There you have it.
Yeah.
Oh, good thing I had an assassin ready.
Yeah. Yeah, you see how you're teleporting so far? That's what I like about it. You're teleporting so far.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a good single target too.
And you can see the splash damage that you're doing. You're literally splashing everything as you go.
That's like the thing about skill gems. All of them have these requirements to work, you know. And for example, this skill, it could work without multi-strike, but not without melee splash. It's like you're gonna be hitting one target only. It doesn't work. But with multi-strike, it's even better. So pretty much you are fulfilling the requirements to make the skill work.
What level is this character?
This one's level 90.
What is because you changed the items that you're using. Okay. I was like, your shield and life is freaking low as crap for level 90.
That's like a level wearing tabula. This is my guy from the Breach League, actually.
Oh, really?
Yep. And my crit chance is 61% with 5 power charges. $73. What do you think?
I like it. It's perfect.
Works, kind of.
Yeah, do you even have crit? Like, what's going on here? Because it looks like you're still being able to do it, and you don't even need the flask that I was going to use.
Yeah, it's because I'm an assassin with the right stuff.
Oh, okay.
Has the bleed and the crit and the power charges. Has infused with max charges and max frenzy charge. and max power charges, and it has the expired burning.
See, you have everything. What are you wearing to have your energy shield so high?
One extra curse amulet. Evasion, max CS, max all res, spell damage, crit multi, strength, one extra curse. I don't know, man. Probably the helm. It's a very decent row. Goes to like 2.3k with the chest. Yeah, max ES. Shield nodes. Complete armor, frenzy charge. Oh yes. Shields. More shields here. This is looking good.
Yeah.
And daggers. $1.4k. But you could get this like so high. This could easily do like, I don't know, 4 times that physical damage that it's doing now. Alright, so what do you think?
I like
Going for it?
Yeah, I'm going for it. I'm trying to fix up more stuff so I can do it.
We'll see how it goes.